This is my wife's feedback on the session. This is the first thing I ask her, how was it overall? She says it was new and surprising and different from anything she had experienced previously.
Déroutant pour moi parce que c'est beaucoup à l'opposé de ce que je sais faire par ma propre technique, ma propre façon de golfer.
Ok. On a commencé avec le grip. Qu'est-ce que tu as pensé de l'apprentissage du grip?
So the first thing was the grip. I asked her what she thought about the grip. She said she understood. She thought it was simple. She understood it, and she felt she could implement it. So that was, I think, pretty successful and pretty clear.
La technique du grip.
Ok. Pour le stance plus vertical avec le poids un peu vers les talons, comment tu as vécu ça?
So here we're talking about the vertical setup. She says it's perhaps was the most difficult, the most challenging because it's so different from what she did before. I asked her though, did she understand as we went through it that this is helpful for rotation? And she said yes, she understood that after working on it for a minute. In fact, she says it helped her because she's conscious that in her old swing, she didn't actually have enough rotation. Then I asked her about the cross-footed drills with the drop and so on, and she said she got it with some effort, but that perhaps at the beginning she wasn't concentrating enough and it took a lot of attention.
Okay.
Here I'm asking her about hitting shots cross-footed, and then after cross-footed just hitting a regular swing with a regular swing. And she said it was challenging because she didn't feel the muscles were strong enough to keep her from actually going through the ball, walking through the ball. And then I explained that walking through the ball is fine. And then she said, well, okay, I understand that, but then also I think I need to tone my abdominal muscles for the heave and the walk through. Here we're discussing the sequence, the walking and turning. And as you see in the video, she had some trouble with this. And what she says here is that first she didn't really understand what that had to do with the swing. And so in this session, I explained, again, I think that how we see the swing is basically going towards a goal and not being fixated on the ball, and how that is understood in several steps, in several stages. Walking, turning, walking, dropping the club, and then eventually getting to walking, dropping the club and swinging. And she seemed to understand it this. Hopefully we can build on that the next time we get to this. Okay, and winding up, she makes a couple of comments. She says that when she was hitting those shots after the cross-footed, that she did hit them well, but that she pushed a couple to the right. And so there I started to introduce the idea of the 2-1 timing, and how with the ball position you can correct the direction to the right or straight or left. And then finally, I said, would you like to continue? And said, there's no pressure, you don't have to do this just to please me. And she said yes, and she said, particularly because this is the first time, now she's been playing for almost 10 years, first time she's really gotten anything out of something to do with technique, that she has in fact just frustrated two of the major instructors here. And so for her, this is a kind of a first, and I thought that was kind of interesting. I just said 2-1 timing. What I meant, of course, was the dynamic alignment drills. So we'll try to get to that if and when we can hit the ball a little further.
Ok, merci beaucoup et bon à la prochaine fois.